We're live. Welcome to week 7 of the NFL season, in which we're going to make our game predictions. Like always, I am your host, Lamar Sorrell, the CEO / owner of So Real Studio, as you can see on the top right side corner. And I got my partner with me, Jesse. What's going on?
What's up, my
No
brother?
middle name? You slacking.
Well, see, I do the middle name when we recap, depending on how I did that week. So for
Oh,
now, it's just Jesse Ferris.
yeah, just Jesse Ferris. Okay, I got you. And
Yes, sir.
well, I got some breaking news to let you know about. Reggie would not be able to attend with us, all because of one reason. See, the reason why I got this championship belt right here is that we do game picks all the time on a group chat. Me and my other homeboys / brothers, and we get our results on who we picked for the season every Thursday morning. But we don't know. We don't let each other know until Thursday morning when somebody actually brings it out to us. And because of that, I already looked at both of our picks, and we have the exact same picks. So I will be representing both Reggie and myself in picks for this week because we got the exact same picks. I will show you proof after the show, but we got the exact same pick. Normally, I say he copied off my paper, but I don't know what happened on this one. We got the exact same picks.
Hmm.
So there's no reason for him to show up because he pretty much going to say the same thing I'm going to say. So it's me and you.
All right.
It's just us two. Reggie, you got the exact same pick. So whatever I picked, Reggie got it too. So whatever a loss happens between Reggie and I hate it, but it happened. Shockingly, it happened, but it happened. All right, so let's get started, man. Just had to announce that. Let's talk about Thursday night football. We got the Denver Broncos on the road taking on the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns are injured. They pretty much don't have their top 2 running backs. Odell is a go, I heard. I heard he'll be playing. Also, I heard that Baker might be back next week, but he's not playing this week. So
He's not playing this week.
he's not playing tonight. So you got who the backup quarterback? Case
Keenum.
Keenum. Anybody remember Case Keenum?
It's been a minute.
It definitely has been a minute. But Case Keenum will play going up against Teddy Two Gloves in the Denver Broncos. Now, Jesse, who do you believe will win this game right here?
This, you know what? This was actually out of the line. There was about 3 games that I debated on all day. I really did. I looked at the list this morning, and I was like, that was the one on the top. I was like, oh wow. Just because I knew that the Browns offense is going to be depleted pretty much. Uh, I don't know that they'll be able to score a lot of points. On the flip side of that, I do believe their defense is healthy, and I know they have a very strong defense. And I really just don't have faith in Teddy Two Gloves.
Right.
They're in dog pound country. Um, the Broncos defense, their pass coverage is lacking. They can get after the quarterback. I think they're going to put Case Keenum to the test, but because they're at home and because I just don't have faith in the Broncos offense, I think the Browns are going to win in a close game tonight.
So you got the Cleveland Browns. Okay, I can understand that. However, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I do not like the Browns defense. Have they been playing as of late? Well, pretty much this whole season. Been playing pretty bad. They also been playing against pretty good teams.
They have.
Now they
The
finally
only
get
three losses that they have are against the Cardinals, the
unbeaten.
Chargers,
Very good.
and who?
Who?
The Cardinals, the Chargers, in Kansas City. Is that right?
Yeah, it was Kansas City. They let them come back.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So Kansas City is probably the one, but you got Pat Mahomes. So I pretty much can say Pat Mahomes. Now they actually face a really not good offense in the Denver Broncos. I actually respect the Denver Broncos defense more than I respect their offense. But they don't have no tape on Case Keenum unless you look back 3 years ago.
Yeah,
So
it's been a while.
so they don't know what Case Keenum gonna be able to do, and I think that will be the reason why the Cleveland Browns will pick up that victory tonight. So I do got the Cleveland Browns. They don't know what Case Keenum gonna be doing, and Case Keenum is known for having one good game. He will get you a couple good games. He won't
I
give
hope
you a whole
this is a
season.
good one.
Yes,
I
this will
think
be
Baker will be back next week, hopefully. But and then again, if Case shows out, he might not be back next week. They might give him another week off.
And also, I expect a really good game from Odell.
You know what? He is long overdue. I don't know if the relationship between him and Baker Mayfield, if there's just something going on there. They're just not on the
It's
same
strange.
page.
It's
But
very strange.
uh, maybe he can build something with Case tonight, and they can throw up some points.
That's true. That's true. But it's very strange. But I definitely agree with that. I believe they should trade him, but that'll be another topic for another day. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Washington football team taking on the Green Bay Packers. Now, in this one, this should be an easy pick because everybody would think that the Packers, since they're 5-1, they're at home. They facing the Washington football team, who is 1-1 on the road, 2-4 overall. They've been struggling really, really bad. Defense been trash. But you
Defense
got to make a pick.
has been trash.
You got to make a
But
pick.
I will say they showed a little bit of life last week. At least the defensive line for the Washington football team showed a little bit of life. And I want to say it was 3 sacks and 4 pressures that they put on Sam Darnold. And we know that the Packers' offensive line is kind of struggling. Actually, I think they got a couple injuries that's hurting them. I think their center is hurt, and I think they've got a tackle that's hurt. Their starters. So they're probably going to get after Aaron Rodgers. On the flip side of that, uh, I haven't had it all season. I think one of our first broadcasts, one of our first times getting together, we talked about Washington football team with no name, but a team with no names. I'm not sold on Taylor Heineke at all as a quarterback. You told me to give him time. I'm glad I didn't, and I'm not sold on his play right now. It's up and down, inside out. He's had a few good games. I'll give him that. He did it, but he's not consistent, and he doesn't have the parts around him that are going to overtake Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. It's just not going to happen. I got the Packers.
So you got the Packers. Well, why even say anything? I got the Packers. Let's move on to the next game. The next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tennessee Titans. Both coming from a very good win. Well, let's say one coming from a very good win.
One of them.
The other one just beat the football team. So Kansas City Chiefs, they need to start winning and winning big because, yeah, their division
Quick,
is
fast, and
pretty.
in a hurry.
They pretty tough. Their division is pretty tough. I mean, you got the Chargers who are ahead of them. I believe the Raiders might be ahead of them, if I'm not mistaken. And
I think they are. With that, they went up 2 weeks
the
ago, a
Broncos
game
is
on them,
tied.
and they both won last week. So I
Yeah,
think they're still a game ahead.
yeah, they still ahead. Now they facing up a Tennessee Titans team who did get the victory on Monday night against the Buffalo Bills.
Which
However you
was
want to put it, even though they did not get that fourth down, they still won the game. At the
they
end of
did.
the day, they got the dub.
They did.
And therefore,
That is something that cannot be taken away from them. It is in the record books.
yes, it is. Who you got?
Listen, the Titans could possibly turn out to be the offense we expected them to be in the beginning of the season. It is just taking them time to get healthy and comfortable. Now we know that the defense has its woes. Their defensive line is, I would say, solid, but their secondary is less than lacking. They need serious help there, which is going to play to Patrick Mahomes' advantage. On the flip side, the Chiefs' defense is lacking not only in the secondary, but also on the defensive line. They haven't been able to get sacks. They haven't been pressuring the quarterback none. They have pretty much relied on Patrick Mahomes. And the way he's been playing as of late, he's averaging 2 turnovers a game lately.
And that's bad.
He made one of the interceptions he made last week. I thought Crab Legs Winston was on the field for a second. I really did. I was like,
I
what
thought I did
is
something
going
like that.
on? Patrick Mahomes has, I think, I'm not going to say he ain't hyped up because he does have a Super Bowl. He does have an MVP. You know, he has those things. He has accomplished things that does need respect. But this year, he has not shown that caliber of play. And I'm going to think that the Titans, with their run game behind King Henry, can control the tempo of the game, can control the time of possession, and could put themselves in a position to win. I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here, and I've got the Titans in this one in a close game.
Wow. It's not shocking. It's not shocking. That's one thing I can say. It's definitely not shocking, but it is surprising. However, I can understand your pick. I can understand your pick. Coming off that good win against the Buffalo Bills, momentum is picking up for them. You just explained that the Kansas City Chiefs defense is trash. Well, you pretty much didn't say it, but I say it for you. They're trash.
We agree.
However, my rebuttal to that is only this. The Tennessee Titans offensive line is not that good either. And if they can get to Ryan Tannehill, this will be the best game for them to do so. And that's the reason why I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Defense will hold them. They got that as a over under 57.5. I do not believe that 57.5. I don't. I don't believe in that 57.5.
I think that's going to be
It's going to be a slight.
Looking at these matchups, honestly, that quite possibly can be the game of the week.
You think so?
I mean, it can quite possibly. It's going to be a showdown. I'll say that.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Atlanta Falcons coming back from a bye, taking on the Miami Dolphins, who been in the trade rumors. Let's just be honest. They've been trying to get Deshaun Watson, even though I don't think he'll be able to play once he actually be on the field. They're going to take him off for some reason. I guess the masseuse going to give him an extra massage in the locker room. Get in trouble again. So this game is pretty interesting. You have been a good fan of the Atlanta Falcons. So Jesse, coming off a bye, do you got them to win?
Okay, so I saw some good things, to be honest with you, from the Dolphins with Tua and Waddle and Gesicki hooking up, getting the ball vertical down the field. The Dolphins' defense is lacking, and the little bit of production that they had, well, let's face it, it was against the Jaguars. However, the Falcons, it hasn't proved itself to be much better than the Jaguars at all facets of the game, except for one position.
Also true.
And that's going to be Matt Ryan. I know a lot of people hate it, but in this particular situation, the lack of defense in Atlanta, the lack of defense in Miami, the youngsters just getting together. Well, I say just getting together. Waddle and Tua have been together, since college. But I still have faith in Matt Ryan in his veteran set. And he has not only Cordell Patterson, don't forget about Kyle Pitts. He's finding new weapons and making football players out of these guys because he's a leader. And he's going to lead his team to a victory. I've got the Falcons.
You got the Falcons. This one was tough for me. I'm going to be honest with you. This was very tough for me. Coming off a bye, you get a little bit more healthy. I believe Calvin Ridley will be available to play. Also, Russell Gage, that's definitely some help for them, especially in the wide receivers. Hate to say it for your fantasy gurus or fantasy football fans. Yeah, Kyle Pitts might not get that much this week. I really like the Miami Dolphins defense. Tua is the only question. Tua is the only question.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He was not bad at all. I want to say his quarterback rating was around 96 to 100, somewhere in there against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He completed a lot of passes. He made good decisions. He wasn't able to convert when he needed to convert, and he suffered a loss because of it.
Well, if you notice my background, Jesse, that my background says the Atlanta Braves, right?
It does.
So the Atlanta
You
Falcons
gonna change to the Falcons?
should be my pick, right?
I know.
It's not my pick. I got the Dolphins. But Freddie Freeman, I sure appreciate the way to hit that home run. Braves are up 2-0 in the top of the first. All right, moving on to the next game. We got the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Divisional game. Jets, Jets are doing Jet things already. They're in prime mid-season form. Taking on the Patriots, who gave up. I mean, not gave up, but the Cowboys found a way to beat them in overtime. So that's a crucial loss for them. Bill Belichick is known for beating down the Jets. Regardless of who quarterback, he still beats the Jets. Can we say this week with a Matt Jones as quarterback?
It was a bit of a decision just because I look at the ebbs and flow of things. I looked at the Patriots almost getting beat by the Houston Texans.
The Houston Texans, absolutely right.
And then I come around and watch them play a solid game against one of the better offenses and better defenses in the league in the Dallas Cowboys. I'm so what's going on here? But the Jets ain't done nothing all year. They ain't gonna do nothing against Bill Belichick's defense. I got the Patriots.
You got the Patriots. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This was also tough for me too.
You want to pick the Jets, don't you? You've been trying to pick the Jets for a while now. I just can't do it.
I actually like Zach Wilson. I do.
Pull the trigger. Go ahead.
However, you can't bet. You know how Bill Belichick is against rookie quarterbacks. Why would I pick them? You know I got the Patriots. He gonna beat rookie quarterbacks. That's too easy. Now this one right here, I'm gonna be honest with you, is not easy at all. So let's get to it. We got the Carolina Panthers on the road taking on the New York Football Giants. Now I believe this is a tough game. This is definitely a tough game.
This was a tough one to pick.
Even though the Panthers are 3-3, they lost 3 straight after going 3-0. And they haven't been looking good. Sam Darnold is the main reason why they haven't been looking good, because he definitely haven't been looking good. However, they are facing a depleted Giants team in which Daniel Jones, I don't think he ever looks good. He has decent moments, but overall game, no.
Wasn't a good week last week for Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he faced the Rams, so I kind
of wasn't a good week for Sam Darnold.
It really wasn't. Even though he did find a way to force overtime, still wasn't a good week.
I look at this matchup right here, man, and I want so badly for Daniel Jones to come out and ball.
Do it.
Because I need those fantasy points badly. At the same time, I have zero faith in Sam Darnold. I really have. I ain't had faith in him all year. The only reason I picked Panthers is because of their defense, and they were not good last week. But they bounced back. They have a strong pass defense. They have a strong defensive line. The Giants are depleted. The Panthers' defense will keep them in this game, and hopefully Sam Darnold will not throw 3 interceptions, and they win. Panthers. But I can say this. If the Panthers lose this football game, I don't know that I'll pick them again.
You don't know if you'll pick them again.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and the Panthers have a strong defense. They had a poor showing last week, but the other 5 weeks have been just fine, chugging along defensively like they're supposed to. And the losses that they tote are thanks to Sam Darnold, usually.
That is true.
So, at the end of the day, if the defense ain't scoring points, I can't trust your quarterback, I'm probably not going to pick you.
Yeah, Panthers.
But I got them this week.
You got them this week. Well, one name made my decision. Stephon Gilmore. Give me the Panthers. He is making his return from injury.
I thought you were going to say James Mobley.
Nah, not James. But shout out to James, though. But not James. Now, Reggie already attacked James so bad, it's ridiculous. So I'm not going to do that. All right, let's talk about this game in which I think this could be the game of the week. The Cincinnati Bengals on the road taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Divisional matchup makes a difference.
It does.
4-2. Anybody see that coming? Bengals are 4-2.
I didn't
Jamar Chase, he's catching the football.
He's supposed to. That's what they pay him to do.
Yeah, but they was acting like he couldn't catch a cold in the winter.
Ups and downs, man. Ups and downs.
That is true. That is true.
In this matchup right here, I mean, the deciding factor is an MVP quarterback and a lackluster defense, or at least I call it a lackluster defense that hadn't showed me much the last few weeks. Platoon running back system full of former all pro running backs, getting their feet back up and under them. They're not going to be beat up or fatigued too much because they're all sharing carries. You've got Lamar Jackson can throw from the pocket, can scramble with the best of them. Now, I will say, Joe Burrows is feeling it right now. He's balling. Jamar Chase, even what was the tight end's name? I forget his name. He even made an appearance last week and the week before. Oh, what was his name? Anyways, Google it, okay?
Google it.
Bengals tight end even made an appearance. What I'm getting at is between Joe Burrows, Jamar Chase, and Joe Mixon, they have been producing well as an offense. They've been putting themselves in position to win football games. Mm-hmm. Deciding factor. Did anybody see the Baltimore Ravens defense holding the Chargers to 6 points?
6.
Did anybody see that? I didn't see
Nobody seen it coming, but
no.
Yeah, that happened.
But it happened.
Yes, it did.
Dare I say the Baltimore Ravens defense is legit? Or dare I say Justin Herbert ain't what we thought?
Nah. A little bit of Justin
I'm
Herbert.
going to say Justin Herbert had a bad game, and the Baltimore defense is legit.
Take him off the pedestal just a little bit, and yes, the Ravens defense is legit.
But I am black and purple this week. Ravens.
Well, last week I picked the Ravens because it's my mother's team. Might as well continue it. Give me the Ravens to win this game. Lamar Jackson, or like I used to call him, my name Jackson, go ball out. Give me the Ravens to win this game.
Interestingly enough, he didn't have stupid numbers last week.
He didn't, but he controlled the game.
Really, and that's what you got to do.
Especially with them 3 old-ass running backs. He definitely found a way to do it.
You know, they're like younger than us, right?
Yeah, but old when it comes to running backs. You know how old people. I mean, come on, Barry Sanders retired before he turned 31. Before he turned my age.
Oh, that's a whole can of worms right there. That's just because the Detroit Lions wouldn't trade him.
That's true.
And they wouldn't pay him.
I think the only actual old running back I can remember is Frank Gore. Yeah. And Frank Gore, I think he's still trying to come back to. I think he's still trying to come back to this day. All right, let's talk about this game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Eagles did lose Thursday to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they did battle. Did that. However, the Las Vegas Raiders, even after all that Gruden dilemma, found a way to win and beat the Denver Broncos. Raiders are at home. Derek Carr has been playing good. Jalen Hurts has been finding ways to get his team close, just haven't got the victory. Will he be able to do that this Sunday? Who you got?
So look, I said it last week, and I'm going to stand behind it. Derek Carr is a legit quarterback now with John Gruden out of the way, and that distraction out of the way. And look, Bisaccia is one heck of a communicator, one heck of a coach. This ain't his first time around the block. It's his first time in a head coaching position, but he's been in the league coaching these professional football players for 20 plus years. He knows how to communicate and get teams ready to play. And I think that he is definitely that old Gipper type coach where he's able to get those players enthused enough to go win, not only just to win a football game, but to win it for the coach. They showed it last week. I'm not sold on the Eagles' defense. They do have a decent defensive line. It's not bad, but it's not stellar. Their secondary is less than lacking. Derek Carr balls and spreads the ball around, although he is needing help running the football. This was not an easy choice, to be honest with
I can
you.
understand.
Just because I know that there are ebbs and flows in this game, and there's stuff that we really can't predict, but numbers is really all we have to go off of. But Derek Carr, he's been my guy for years, and I'm going to ride with him. I got the Raiders in this one.
All right, you got the Raiders. And before we continue, let's look at Reggie making his, I don't know what kind of hairstyle that was, but he can change that profile picture. He said he got his Saints. He got his Saints. We ain't even there to that game yet. So you got the Raiders. All right, so this one was tough. Now, I might not be the biggest of fans when it comes to being a fan of Derek Carr, but I am a huge fan of Jalen Hurts. And I believe what happened.
Sound.
Can you hear me now?
Distorted bad.
It is. What about now?
Same.
Still the same?
Getting better.
How about now?
Perfect.
All right. Bet.
I missed like the last 20 seconds of what you were saying because it was so distorted.
Well, what I said is that I might not be a huge fan of Derek Carr, but I am a fan of Jalen Hurts, and I think he's getting a bad rap. This is his actual first season, full season, so you got to give him a chance to make room for error, and I believe that this is proof that he will show out. He will show out this game. I really believe so. However, it won't be enough. I got the Raiders. Raiders will win this game. And Reggie Walker said his beard is better than mine. So what? So the hell what? You're a hater. Get off the screen. I got the Raiders. All right.
You can't discount the Raiders' defensive line.
I like that defense. I believe they will
Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby. It's my bold prediction. Max Crosby gets to Hurts twice. Personally, gets to Hurts twice.
I think Nassib gets one.
That defensive line is strong over there in the Black Hole.
Hold on. Didn't John Gruden complain about not having pass rush?
I don't even want to talk about John Gruden. Ain't nothing whatsoever good about that fella's name to me right now.
That is true. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Detroit Lions, Reggie's favorite team, because he liked rooting for Jared Goff for some odd reason, taking on my LA Rams. Jared Goff is coming home. He's coming back to where he was drafted and where he played 5 years of his career. He's coming back to Los Angeles to play the Rams. They got this game as a -16. Jesse, how bad will the Rams be?
Could this be a trap game? Could it?
You did say trap.
Could the first win of the season for the Detroit Lions come at the hands of Sean McVay and the LA Rams?
Yeah.
Could it be?
Could it be? Yes. I like your energy.
No, it can't. No, it can't. This was not a hard pick whatsoever. Matthew Stafford is lighting it up. He's got too many weapons. And he's proven why he was the better choice to come to LA over Goff. In Detroit, he won games, not a lot of games, but he won games.
Mhm.
Goff can't even win a game. Then you gonna give this cat some weapons? LA's a dangerous team, and I don't know about 16 points though. I see them winning convincingly. I might need to get in on that line right there.
I've been waiting for it to drop, man. It hasn't dropped. It has not moved whatsoever. I really think that Jared Goff would start off strong. Matter of fact, not only would he start off strong, he'll eventually get a lead. And they will probably be up by at least 7 by the end of the first quarter. And then we'll finally wake up and decide to play football in the second quarter, and we'll find a way to beat the hell out of them. I got the Rams, of course, by 20.
I already had it marked. I already knew.
Okay, you already knew my dub. All right, let's move on to another possible dub. The Houston Texans on the road taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Unbeaten Cardinals. Texans have won a game.
They haven't.
Texans won a game.
No,
Won
they
the
ain't
first
won a
game
game.
of the year.
Who they beat?
Forgot who they beat, but they got one win. It was the first game of the year. The Jags. See? The Jags.
And we were looking for them in the schedule the other day, trying to find the Jags to win. No, already lost to them.
They got to win. now we got to go back and check and see if we can find the Lions win.
Yikes.
Yeah, so how bad will the Cardinals beat the Texans?
Convincingly, easily, solid 2 scores. So 14.
14 for the Cardinals.
If not more.
Well, I expect more. I expect more. Probably won't get more. Because they got it as a minus 17 and a half. And I'm like, wow. They are at home. They are unbeaten. Texans haven't won a game on the road.
But if we remember, the Cardinals have been playing. I'm not gonna say play up. They ain't playing
down.
up.
Yeah.
They're playing down
to their opponents.
To the lesser teams. They're going in there knowing that they can win with just half effort stuff.
Because the Vikings,
and they're still winning. But they're not going in there and they're not putting up the numbers and not producing like they would, let's say, if they were going up against a top 5 team. Said you're dealing with the bottom of the barrel. Well, we're just gonna go in there and we're gonna play football.
Right.
I ain't gonna watch no tape. I ain't worried about practice this week. Deshaun, you got that number to that masseuse?
No,
that sort of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But
I heard they good friends.
Yeah, Cardinals, man, they're gonna win. They still gonna win. It don't matter. They get a massage after the game, before the game. They still gonna win.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I got the Cardinals winning this one. I hate to say it, that makes them 7-0, and we still 1 game behind them. We gotta try again next week. Let's move on to the next game. We got your Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, yeah, it's your team, Jesse.
It is my team.
Find a way.
They are my boys.
Convince me why I should pick the Bears.
Okay. So there's this thing called defense.
That's true.
Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Respect to Tom Brady and the group he has, but I don't think he has seen a defense as strong as he's going to see come Sunday in the Bears so far this year. Not that he can't overcome it. It's possible that he can. On the flip side of that, I've got a rookie quarterback. I've got a rookie running back. I've got a decent line. I'm seeing Justin grow into his own every game. Little better, little better, little better, little better. Eventually, he'll get there. Um, I will ride with the Bears. I stand behind what I said. I picked the Bears because guess what? You can look at the numbers all day long. You can look at Tom Brady's 6 rings. You can look at the defense with the Bears uh, having 10 sacks and 5 interceptions. You can look at all that. But at the end of the day, you still got to play the game. And when you play the game, you got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Bears defense, I feel like we always have a chance. It's just up to the offense to score points.
True. So you got the Bears. All right. Sounds convincing. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I do like y'all defense. You know what? If this was the Bears at home, I would have picked y'all. But Tom Brady, he got that nice weather down there in Tampa Bay. The breeze is gonna be good. Yeah, the running backs ain't gonna really have that much production. I believe it's gonna be mainly the wide receivers, and more than likely it's gonna be AB because he's on my fantasy. So I got the Buccaneers to win this one in a close one. I believe y'all will cover because they got y'all as a minus 12.5, which is very disrespectful. I do have y'all to cover this game.
I'm gonna put a parlay together with all these big gaps.
There's a lot of huge gaps. There's 3 teams already that got plus 10. And I think those are only 3 teams that's plus 10. Yeah. Only 3 that's plus 10. Ridiculous. All right. Let's move on to the Sunday night football game. And the Sunday night football game is between the Indianapolis Colts on the road taking on the San Francisco 49ers coming off a bye. Jimmy G should be able to play. Would that make a difference? Would that be the reason why the 49ers win this game? Who you got, Jason?
This was a tough pick, to be honest with you.
Very.
The 49ers are coming off a bye, but last couple of weeks, I have been seeing some flashes of good offense. Oh. I'm not going to say Carson Wentz of 2017. I'm not going to say that. Damn. That's your line. But some good offense out of Indianapolis. 49ers do have a decent defense that should be healthier than it was. At the same time, I don't think it really matters if Jimmy G is back or not. I don't think they slow down Jonathan Taylor and Carson Wentz. I don't. I got the Colts.
You got the Colts. Man.
In a close game.
I'm going to have to quote something that I have said before on my So Real Sports podcast, available Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, and also available wherever you listen to podcasts. Nice plug in. I believe you looked at my paper. You looked at my paper. Because that's the reason why I'm picking the Colts too. Jonathan Taylor is going to have a game. We're going to have a field day. He is. I hate that Michael Pittman did. No, it was Paris Campbell got hurt. But Pittman should be able to play. I think T.Y. Hilton is kind of day-to-day. But, yeah.
He getting old, man.
Yeah, he is getting old. However,
he was catching all them touchdowns from Peyton Manning, who's been retired long while now.
Yeah.
Done got his gold jacket and everything.
Yeah, and then I believe Return of the Mac will make one appearance before he gets traded. And yes, that it is rumors that he's the main person people are looking at in order to pick up a running back, Marlon Mack, Return of the Mac. He would get at least 2 carries just for a send-off. Well deserved because he is a good running back, still available in the league. I mean, they can't use
There's
him.
only one Mac in the league worth mentioning, and he plays defense. So
Yeah, whatever. Khalil Mack. That's the only person you want to think about. Whatever. I got the Colts, man. So we both got the Colts. Last but not least, Reggie probably will show up on this one. Monday Night Football. We got Reggie's New Orleans Saints taking on my wife's Seattle Seahawks. Now the Seahawks, they lost, but it was a battle against the Steelers, and that was Geno Smith's first game starting in a long time. So he probably had some jitters, probably to shake him off. But they're going up against the Saints team that is sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. Which team will it be this Monday?
Well, I can't really knock Geno Smith, to be honest with you. He did battle in that game against the Steelers. He moved the ball well. He had a couple of mishaps. It's the first game in, starting anyway. Played the whole game. If he had a run game to help him, it would increase his chances so much more. Now, we are going to be in Seattle, so you got that 13th man.
12th man.
Or 12th man. I'm a defensive guy.
You are.
The Saints are coming off a bye, so everybody's well rested. They went on and got their drinking in on the bye week and recovered.
Yep.
They should come back healthy, well rested, and ball the out. Defensively. Why will the Saints win this football game? In my opinion, I got the Saints if you didn't pick that up.
Yeah, I already did.
The defense for the Seattle Seahawks is lacking in so many spots. You've got Alvin Kamara, who's going to be able to establish a running game. I still don't have a whole lot of faith in Jameis Winston. But that X factor, that white boy quarterback that can run the football, what's his name?
I don't know. He sucks to me.
Reggie, I need you.
I'm not saying his name because I don't like him. I'm going to be honest with you.
Anyways, he's an X factor. He's number 7.
I know who you talk about. I'm just not saying his name.
Hater. But the veteran leadership that we have in the secondary, in the Saints defense, and the rushers we got coming off the edge down there in Nolans will be able to neutralize Geno Smith's pass game. And we already established they don't have a running game. Chris Collins hurt. Carson's hurt. I don't know much about the backup. Could be his opportunity to shine. I don't see it happening.
Well, just because I want to be nice today, I'm going to go ahead and give him his name. It's Taysom Hill.
Did you get my message?
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom Hill.
There you go.
You said it. You don't like him, but he is the X factor.
Yeah, he is. I don't think he'll make a difference. Anyway, however, I have a record in which I have not lost a game when picking against my wife's team. As of right now, I am 4-0 picking against my wife's team. Make it 5-0. I'm going with the Saints. I'm not picking my wife's team to win this game. They will be 2-5. I hate to say it. Seahawks 2-5. Yeah.
Now they have a legitimate excuse to be 2-5, considering that they're going into their second week without Russ.
And I don't think they'll be any that much better either way. But yeah, whatever.
In this particular matchup, no. But in last week's matchup, I think so.
Okay. I can understand that. All right. So
there you have it.
That's our picks. We only have 1, 2. That's different. This was pretty. This was pretty. I believe it was a pretty simple. What's the third one?
Chiefs, Titans, Falcons, Dolphins,
I forgot about Falcons.
Bears, Bucks.
I keep forgetting about the Falcons. But yeah. How about this? If my Braves win tonight, I would quietly root for the Falcons.
I want your Braves to win. I know I'm rocking my Miami shirt, but this is my Jose Fernandez.
Oh, loved him.
You know, this is my tribute jersey.
I love Jose.
Jose is.
He would have been a badass in this league.
Lost too early in his career. I mean,
he would have been a top 3 easily pitcher in the league right now if he was still playing. He would have been that great. He would have been that great, man.
It was heartbreaking. That kid had so much to accomplish. He was one heck of a player. Gone too soon.
Definitely gone too soon. Definitely gone too soon. All right, so we got 3 different. So we will definitely have a winner.
We will.
Won't be a tie. And
can't be a tie.
It really can't be a tie, but we will have a winner. All right. So if you got any picks, leave them in the comments. If you want to be on the show, leave me a comment, DM me. You will be added to the show. I don't mind having a lot of people on here. I really don't. It makes it more fun, easier to do, and very challenging.
We like to talk trash. Come with it.
Oh, yeah. You definitely better come with it. You definitely better come with it. Jesse, you got anything to say before we get off? Because I'm ready to watch my
Love one another. Enjoy Sunday. It's going to be some good games.
Enjoy tonight's game, even though it is 10-0.
Yeah. It's looking as predicted so far.
Looking good. It is looking good. I just got one thing to say. Go Braves. Let's win tonight. Let's get to the World Series, in which we haven't went since 1999. All right. As always, we give you our salute. And we'll see y'all on Tuesday with the recap.
See you.
All right. See you.